The arrest of 3 men for a false robbery report is bringing light to the dangers police face when a crime is faked.
Curtis Jackson has more on the crime itself and the response from Wichita Falls Police.
The answer to what police and SWAT team members were seeking when a search warrant was served at an apartment on Taft last Friday leads to an earlier report of a robbery at the Stripe store at Taft and Southwest Parkway on June 7th. And now a clerk working in the store, an ex-employee, and a third man are named as suspects in a fake robbery and theft scheme at the store. The suspects jailed are the clerk who said he was the victim, 24-year-old Alvaricio Goddard, a former employee, 24-year-old Mackenzie Smith, and a third man, 21-year-old Keziah Austin. Goddard is charged with making a false report and theft. Smith is charged with 2 counts of theft and Austin with theft and parole violation. Police say Goddard reported the armed robbery on June 7th, saying a tall black male with a black hoodie and gray shorts came in with a firearm and fled west on Southwest Parkway. Police combed the area but failed to find a suspect. They say surveillance video showed a man matching that description came in about 2 hours before the report was called in and bought items. Then at the time of the report comes back in, this time with a bandana over his face. Surveillance video from other businesses show the suspect entering and then leaving with another tall black male. The manager of the store also gave police surveillance video of a theft in the store on June 3rd, in which he says shows an ex-employee, Smith, coming in and crouching behind the cash register and taking money from the safes. Police say Smith was wearing the same clothing worn by the man who was seen leaving with the robbery suspect. Other surveillance video shows 2 men walking to an apartment at Colony Park after the reported robbery. Following the SWAT team entry into the apartment with the search warrant on June 14th, Smith was taken into custody. Police say Smith agreed to talk and that he and the clerk Goddard were involved along with Austin. He said they planned the robbery and that his role was to be the lookout. After this information, Goddard was charged with theft by embezzlement and making a false report. They say the investigation showed Goddard planned the robbery and that surveillance after the robbery showed Goddard making regular visits to the apartment where Smith and Austin stayed, and that texts and phone calls also verified they planned the robbery. Police say when Austin was arrested on an unrelated warrant and questioned about the robbery, he denied any involvement. While these charges are all misdemeanors and an actual aggravated robbery is a first-degree felony, police say real or not, the initial response to both is the same, and high-priority responses pose risk to both officers and the public. WFPD Sergeant Charlie Eiper says making a false report not only puts people in danger, it ties up resources that may be needed for other responses. He says this incident was reported as an armed robbery and that heightens the type of response because there's possibly someone with a gun putting lives at risk.
It just becomes dangerous, very dangerous when you make these kind of alleged reports that are false and saying that you've been robbed or somebody else has a weapon, and then officers come across somebody who may not even be the same person, but maybe fit the description, clothing and so forth.
And in this instant, Eiper says a previous real robbery could well have been on the minds of responding officers. On February 12th of 2022, officers responded to the same store for a robbery. They found the store clerk, Floyd Kurt, dead from gunshot wounds suffered during the robbery. Tajman Robinson was found guilty of capital murder and sentenced to life in prison in March. Curtis Jackson, KFDX 3 News.